Hey everyone, I'm jumping on today to talk about the Mercury retrograde in Virgo. Mercury is the trickster, the coyote, the psychopomp, and the planetary ruler of Virgo. We're in the solar season of Virgo from the 22nd of August to the 22nd of September, when, of course, the Sun moves into the tropical sign of Libra to celebrate the equinox gateway. So currently in the solar season of Virgo, I speak into quite often the acknowledgement of earth healers, medicine carriers, the witches, the healers, the midwives, all of you beautiful kin that are called to a path of service and service for others, in that owning your medicine gifts, your unique medicine bundle. No one can be like you. No one has proprietary over your gifts. No one has proprietary over your identity. And this is a segue into talking about the current Mercury retrograde that is from the 23rd of August to the 16th of September. And Mercury is in the sign of Virgo, its planetary ruler, in the sense that we have this correlation with the solar season of Virgo. The planetary ruler, Mercury, is also retrograding in Virgo from 21 to 8 degrees. So check out what house Mercury is retrograding in, and this will also give you clues. Now, this morning, Venus as the morning star rose, and she's been visible for a few days now, depending on your longitude and latitude. But for us that journeying with her on the eastern coast of Australia, some of us did sight her Friday, today, day of Venus, hour of Venus. So with this, we have the incredible priestess archetype for the solar season of Virgo. With Mercury, I work strongly with vows and contracts that were taken from other times and places as priestesses. Now, this has been idealized and romanticized, and I have spoken into this. It doesn't matter how long you've done something for. It's reflecting with your agency of self, how well did you do it? So you may have done something for decades, but the review is coming up around, well, how well am I doing it now? And this is about where the glorification of different cults, spirituality teachings, mystery teachings, we've seen and we're witnessing spiritual narcissism just playing out rampantly on the cleverly manufactured marketing on social media. And of course, we are all familiar with the toxic light workers that are out there as well, that are parading and parroting and in a very clever charade. So with the season of Virgo, use your discernment, use your discrimination. Your body does not lie. If your body is sensing that something is off, please, I encourage you, I invite you to really sit with your body, with your own intuition, and trust yourself. Use your own gift of discernment. It happens quite often. We find our place in situations or with particular connections with individuals, and the kindness of humanity, the kindness of our heart, we don't want to be cynical or suspicious, but sometimes there is a naivety that is attached to this as well. When we are coming into the second full moon of the month, and it is in the sign of mutable water, Pisces, so the full moon on the 31st of August, Australian Eastern Standard Time, 11:35 a.m. It is the moon 7 degrees Pisces with Saturn, and so Mercury here is allowing us, I would invite you to go in and release vows and contracts of other times and places. And this is when I'm speaking into particular cults, even meditation groups, spiritual groups, goddess groups. There is well-intentioned rituals being conducted, facilitated, performed at times, and the layers of the energetics of the words are being layered upon us each and every time you repeat particular vows or rituals or even mantras. We all know the harvesting that is occurring when we're connecting into the egregore. And also, we may be following well-intentioned teachers who know no different at the time, but it takes a very strong, aware, mature individual to teach about the occult and the sacred arts. Within this, we also need to explore where we have been in situations or circumstances where now it is the time to cut, to clear hooks or contracts or implants, and to clean up with the spiritual energetic hygiene with the month of Virgo, working with particular plant deities, dietas, that support you and strengthen your energetic energy field by working in alliance with the beautiful plant spirits that support you with your purity of heart, the purity of your voice, your words, your sight, so that you are strengthened in your own sovereignty, so that nobody can make claim over you. No organization, no group, no individual. This is the time where we are drawing the line in the sand. Now, if this resonates with you, if what I'm speaking into is stirring a remembering in you, in other lifetimes, when we took vows and contracts into cults or temples of the priestess, there is a shadow inversion here because there were hierarchical systems in place of high priestesses, senior priestesses, and there was a power over. And I've done this work for many, many years with different women to release those memories that were holding a deep wounding for them. This was part of the witch wound, the priestess wound, the sisterhood wound. I myself has experienced this with different groups that I've participated in my more younger years, and then spending years pulling off the skin that had been overlaid onto me of these teachings and these energetics that weren't in alignment with my true vibrational soul essence. And it was a deprogramming, if you like. So I personally have experienced this. I've supported many individuals who have had similar experiences. And of course, we need to speak into the absolute beauty of the path of service of the feminine as well. So I'm just bringing your awareness that we're working with the kaleidoscopic view of all of the intricacies, the nuances, the inversions, and the beauty and the harmonization. Coming back to the Mercury retrograde in Virgo, this is one of the most potent times if you feel called to. If this is stirring something within your body, it doesn't even need to make logical, rational sense. There's a stirring here, there's a memory, and this is where you can sit with yourself and speak to that part, to that place, to that personality of where you've been in other times. And there may be a grief associated with this. Pisces is the polar opposite sign of Virgo, so this is the beautiful mysticism and the magic, the dreaming medicine, but there's also the grief and loss of where there has been life's devotional service that may have been taken under angst, or maybe it wasn't in alignment with what your soul truly wanted to do. So we are breaking out, we are breaking free. And in this lifetime, I invite you to follow your path of service and follow it with spirit. Follow it with your connection to the earth, to the ancient wisdom keepings that come purely from source. There is a lot that I could speak into around this. A lot of these energies are at play at the moment. If you would like to experience the unbinding and unbounding of vows or contracts or spells, I do, and I have been offering this work now for a long time. It's what I'm passionate about, because I too have lived this and been through this and experienced this. So my soul doula sessions are open. Just check it out on my website, starwitchastrology.com. We do work with astrology and your chart around unearthing this and bringing you into a place of service that is your creative offering out into the world. There's also a slowing down with this, a slowing down to be with yourself, to be in the stillness and trust in your own relationship with nature, to trust in your own relationship with the earth, the moon and the stars. Humanity and individuals have a modus operandi. So what this is doing is illuminating those around you that may be from the past, and what we're unhooking and unbinding is the modus operandi themes of where we are led at times into places, and it can be linear and non-linear realities as well, or parallel universes, parallel times. It could be going back to Atlantis or Lemuria, Egypt, the ancient temples. There's so much here, and what I just would love is that the freedom and the space opens up so that we have the deepest respect and integrity for each other's own individual pathways, and you hold all the mysteries and the secrets within you. So no one has proprietary over you. No one owns that. That is uniquely yours. So I wish you well, and hopefully this lands in some way with truth for yourself. If not, scatter it like leaves on the wind. And join me for the next update, where we'll be exploring witchcraft, magic, the stars and Venus.